guys, what's up? I am so glad to see that you guys have tapped in to this amazing podcast that I have created to give you guys some thought-provoking, possibly tear-jerking information. But we're talking about emotions that are needed, that are life and game changers that you will not regret. Okay, so I'm going to start off by introducing myself. My name is Karazon Houston. I am a spontaneous healing coach. Yes, you heard me correctly. Spontaneous healing is the name of my game. Okay, many people do not believe that you can heal on spontaneously. Let's break down spontaneous healing. Spontaneous is when you're ready. You're ready. You stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. You just ready. You're ready to go. Your bags are packed. You ready to make that move. You don't have to think a whole lot about it. You just decide and you do it, right? Healing is when you fix something. You fix it. You don't maintain it. You don't put it off. You fix something that has either been passed down to you, given to you, that you picked up along the way, something that you just no longer want. If it needs to be healed, then you no longer want it, right? So spontaneous healing is definitely a thing. Okay, let me just start with this. The human body. When the human body is doing its thing, the heart is beating, the lungs are expanding and despanding, the blood is pumping through the veins, my toes are wiggling right now. I'm not telling these things to do what they're doing. My body has been conditioned from the creator, from the creator that created me as a human being to do these things. My nerves and my cells are all working for me because they were told to do that from the very beginning, from the creator, right? So this goes into women when they carry a child, from the time when they're a small organism all the way up into a full-size baby. The woman is not for 9 months telling the baby, okay, baby, grow your little heart. Okay, baby, grow your hair, grow your little fingers. Okay, baby, eat. Okay, baby, blah, blah, blah. You're not telling the baby to do these things. The baby is doing it on its own. Or is it? The baby is being guided by cells and the unknown to do, be, and become what it is to be, do, and become. Amazing, right? So let's think, let's move on, right? So let's think about our lives as adults. If you're anywhere between, let's say, 18 and 45 or even older, for years you have been doing things that people have passed on to you, habits that have been given to you, the way that you eat, the way that your perception, the way that you think, the way that you speak sometimes, the way that you laugh, the way that you make decisions, the way that you keep your home, the way that you raise your kids, the way that you believe in yourself. A lot of these things were passed down from our parents and their parents and from our aunties and uncles and friends and environments. Okay, so we are products of our environment, correct? Do you guys agree? Okay, awesome. So since this is true, that means that these things that were given to us are conditioned into us. We are kind of doing something by, what is it called? We're just kind of like robots that were programmed, right? But often we are thinking, when it's something that we don't agree with, that's not relative to who we really are at our core, we don't like it. It makes us feel like we're crazy. It makes us feel like, do I really want to be here? Do I really want to live this life? What is becoming of my life? Why is my life like this? Why? Everything. Depression, stress, all of these things are components of living a life that is not a part of your core self. The way you raise your kids, let's go with that one, because I was raised very badly. I was brought up in a dysfunctional I almost said the word cesspool. That's what came to my mind. But it was horrible. That's how bad it was. Like abuse, molestation, emotional abuse, physical abuse, abandonment, just you name it. I wasn't taught what to do, guys. I was taught what not to do. And that means that when I grew up, I realized these are things that I did not want to be a part of my existence. I did not want my children to feel the way I felt. It didn't happen overnight, okay? I didn't get where I am overnight, but I want to show you how you can get there within a month or two, as opposed to years, okay? Let's collapse decades into days. How about that? Let's collapse decades into months. Let's do that. So this is what we're going to talk about. How do you invoke the healing, spontaneous healing? First, you have to make a decision. That's number one. For anything in the world that you want to do, you have to first decide. Okay? And a decision is not just saying, I don't want to do that anymore. You're already saying that. You're already feeling that. You're already feeling, I don't like this. But making a decision is a made up mind. What's the saying? There's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. So if you make a decision with your mind, body, and soul that, I don't have to be like this. I don't have to be what they told me I was. I don't have to be how they were. I don't have to take what they gave to me and keep taking it. I don't have to keep speaking this way and walking in a existence that does not resonate with my core self. I can change my name. I can change my hair. I can change where I live. I can change how I treat my kids and how I eat today. I can literally just be like, whoosh, change it, right? But the problem is that it's embedded in you, so it's not that simple. I get it. So once you make the decision, the embeddedness loosens up a little bit. Okay, stay with me. But then you have to start acting on the decision in order to get to your desired outcome, right? The new you. So you have to act on the decision. That's number two. Act on the decision. Acting on the decision means, you're going to crave going to Big Mama's house on every Sunday to Sunday brunch to eat them pork chops and hog mogs and that good old macaroni and cheese and cornbread. Okay. You're going to crave it. But if you don't want them thighs to keep being thunder thighs, and you don't want your skin to keep being greasy and spotty, and you don't want your scent to be so off, you don't want your mindset to be so misconstrued, you don't want to keep feeling yucky, then you're going to have to stop. And that's where the decision come in. You have to make the decision based on what you no longer want. Okay? So once you make the decision, you act on it by not going to Big Mama's house, by not sending your kids in the back room while you hang out with your friends and your kids are in the room hungry, bored, in there for hours while you out in the living room with your friends having party hour all the time, smoking, drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to do that because my mama used to do that. I did that just for a short period because I felt the pull when I was in there hanging out with my friends. I felt the pull. I felt it wasn't right. That's why I eventually changed it. Okay. So that pull you feel, that's your conscious. It's pulling you. You hear your kids. You hear them. You know they need you, but you're ignoring them because you don't want to, because you're conditioned like this is how we did things. This is how my mama did it. Right? So you kind of stick with it, but you're going to have to let all that go. You're going to have to forget everything you thought you knew. Whoever you thought you were, you're not that person. If you have had a toxic family, everything that you have been shown up until this point has been wrong. Okay? And I know that sounds daunting, but what's exciting about it is that you can change it. You just have to make a decision and then act on it. No longer send your kids to the back room hungry. Make sure they got food. Make sure they have something to watch, something to do. Make sure they're settled in and everything is clean and they've had their baths and they feel loved. And then you go and reward yourself, if that's what you want to call it, and hang out with your friends. You are second to the kids when it comes to the well-being, physical well-being, okay? You know that because you didn't like how your mama treated you. Okay? Acting on it by not allowing any guy to come or any girl to come up into your space. You are valuable. You are royalty. You are a walking, talking source of energy. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are expanding. The blood is pumping through your veins. You are valuable. Everybody do not get to kiss you and touch on you. Okay? Because you're wasting your life force. And I know you seen your mama do it and your auntie and your sisters, but you don't like that because every time it's over, you feel a certain way. You cry. You feel disgusting, disappointed. That's because it's not for you. And all you have to do is not do it again. Do you know that nobody knows where I live? No guys know my address. None. No, they don't get to come to my house. It wasn't always like that, but I made a decision. Even guys that are my friends, they've been my friends for a minute, but it's kind of wishy-washy because I'm not sure about them. Okay? Only like one person know where I live. One guy. Okay? For a reason. It's for a reason. Not even my son's dad know where I live because he's an absentee father and he's dysfunctional. I'm just being honest. So why would I want somebody like that knowing where I live? I have to love me enough to protect me and not do what everybody else thinks I should do. Okay? So those are 3 scenarios, and I'm going to give you a quick story. When I was about 20 years old, I grew up in a foster system because, like I said, my childhood was dysfunctional. After we got out of foster system, 18 years old, we was partying, hanging out, and all the way up to like age 20, 21. We were doing all this stuff, and I got to a point at 21 where I became discomplacent with the lifestyle. It's like this bubble cover. I put a bubble around myself, or I don't know, like spirit. It was spirit. Like it was this bubble, and I would just become disconnected, and then I would have out of body experiences, and I would look at everybody partying, having fun. I mean, it was fun. It was fun. You with your friends, y'all having a ball, doing everything, no kind of supervision. However, we didn't have money often. We didn't have any type of future that we were looking into. Nobody was doing anything special. It was just fickle, frivolous fun. Okay? I decided that I no longer wanted it. In my mind, I'm thinking, I want some discipline. Literally, really, okay? I want some security in my life. That's how I felt. I want more. So I decided to join the military at 22. And everybody was just like, wow. They were just like, wow, shock. It was just shock on everybody's faces because nobody expected that. But I had to act on my decision that came from the feeling of what I no longer wanted. Okay. And my spontaneous healing didn't happen the way I'm trying to tell you to do it, because it still took me time to understand what was going on and lots of mistakes after that. Okay. But I'm telling you that after you make a decision and you decide to act on it, your core self, you decide to change who you are on the surface and get in touch with your core self, and you start to act on it, it's not going to feel like it's happening right away. It's going to feel like, I can't do this, but you keep acting on it, and you will notice your life begin to change. Throw away stuff. Old things. I don't care if it's old pictures. Delete everything out your phone. Throw away the old memories. Like, I know you love your parents and your family, but all that old stuff is keeping you from the new stuff. All of the old memories is stopping you from creating new memories. New, fresh, beautiful, amazing memories that is not connected to your past dysfunction. Okay? Like, it's powerful. One of the biggest things to do is throw away and give away and get rid of things that you know, just they'll be in your mind forever. Your memories are your memories. But if you want to create new memories, you don't want to hold yourself to that life. You have to get rid of things that no longer serve you. If you want a nice, bright future, a nice big home, whatever it is that they didn't have, a nice, healthy body, beautiful skin, longer hair. You don't have to be bald-headed all your life. That was something that was passed down to you. Honestly, let go if you want to grow your hair. Let go if you want to grow. Seriously. So I'm going to digress. Okay. There's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. Nothing. You have the dominion to do, be, feel, see, say, think, live, love, whatever you want. It's so powerful. And if you take this message that I'm giving you today and you put it to work, you will be absolutely amazed at the results. So, with your body renews itself every 30 days. Your body renews itself every 30 days. Did you know that? Like, I need to get more involved and learn more about that. Look into that, okay? It takes 21 days to create or break a habit. You understand? This means that your life is constantly evolving and changing your body, but your conscious mind has to be in alignment with that so you can become all that you wanted to become. Thank you for listening this long. I'm very passionate about this. I am still perfecting it, but I know what I'm talking about, baby, because I lived it. And I'm doing the spontaneous healing thing now. Okay? It took me time to understand it, but I'm doing it now as we speak. And it works for me. I had to detach from people and things, and I had to make decisions, hard ones, and I'm still making them. But it feels good because I feel like I'm being me, my true self. All that I wanted to become, I became. Therefore, I am. Shout out to Coach Stormy on that one. Coach Stormy Wellington. You can find her on Instagram. That's my coach since 2014. She has a lot to do with my healing process. I love you guys. Remember, all that you want to become, you can become. And then you will be that. Take care. Ashe, my friends.